My dear child, something beautiful is happening right now, and it's no accident that you're reading these words at this very moment. The universe has aligned, heaven has opened its gates, and there's a gift with your name written on it in golden letters. This isn't just another day in your life. This is the day everything begins to shift in your favor. You've been carrying heavy stones on your shoulders for far too long. You've walked through storms that should have broken you, but somehow you're still standing. That's not luck, my precious one. That's me holding you together when you thought you were falling apart. I've been right there beside you, catching every tear before it hit the ground, counting every sleepless night, and listening to every prayer you whispered in the darkness when you thought no one was listening. Let me tell you something that will change how you see everything. The hard times you went through weren't punishments. They were preparations. Every single difficult moment was quietly building something strong inside you. Think of it like this. When a tiny seed is buried deep in the dark soil, it looks like the seed is trapped and forgotten. But that darkness isn't a prison. It's actually a classroom where the seed learns to become a mighty tree. That's exactly what's been happening to you. The money troubles that kept you awake at night, the sickness that wouldn't leave your body, the people who turned their backs on you when you needed them most, none of that was random. I was using all of it to make you stronger, wiser, and ready for the incredible things I'm about to pour into your life. You see, I can't give big blessings to someone who isn't ready to hold them. So I had to prepare you first. And now, my beloved child, you are ready. Right now, as you're reading this, invisible chains are breaking off your life. Can you feel it? There's a lightness starting to fill your chest. That heavy feeling you've carried for months or maybe even years is starting to lift. That's because I'm removing the burdens that were never meant to be yours in the first place. Someone else's mistakes, someone else's curses, someone else's negative words, they all tried to attach themselves to your destiny. But I'm cutting those ropes right now. The struggle with money that's been choking your family for generations ends today. The pattern of sickness that keeps showing up in your bloodline stops with you. The bad luck that seemed to follow you everywhere you went has just run into a wall of divine protection, and it cannot pass through anymore. I'm drawing a line in the sand of time, and I'm declaring that everything before this moment belongs to the past, and everything after this moment belongs to victory. You need to understand something important about how I work. When I decide to bless someone, nothing on earth can stop it from happening. Kings can't block it. Rich people can't buy their way ahead of you. Evil forces can't curse what I have blessed. When I open a door for you, every lock breaks, every barrier falls, and every obstacle simply disappears like morning fog under the rising sun. There are people who will be confused in the coming days. They're going to see you rising, and they won't be able to understand how it happened. They knew about your struggles. They saw you at your lowest point. Some of them even laughed and said you'd never make it. But watch what happens next. Their mouths will fall open in shock when they see the sudden turnaround in your life. The job you weren't qualified for, you'll get it. The money you desperately needed, it'll show up in ways you never expected. The healing the doctors said was impossible, it'll manifest in your body and leave everyone amazed. I want you to type one simple word right now. Type Amen if you can feel my power starting to move in your life. Don't just read past this moment. Your agreement matters. When you say Amen, you're not just saying a word. You're opening a spiritual door. You're giving me permission to flood your life with miracles. You're telling the universe that you're ready to receive everything I've been storing up for you. Think about how a child trusts their loving parent completely. When a little child is hurt, they run to their mother or father without any doubt, knowing they'll be helped. That's the kind of trust I want from you. Stop trying to figure everything out in your mind. Stop making complicated plans to fix your problems. Just run to me like that little child and let me handle what you cannot handle. I've watched you try to solve things on your own. I've seen you working yourself to exhaustion, staying up late making plans, worrying about tomorrow before today is even finished. My precious child, you were never meant to carry all that weight alone. I created you to walk beside me, not to walk ahead of me, or to drag yourself forward without my help. When you try to do everything by yourself, you're actually making things harder than they need to be. Here's a truth that will set you free. The same power that created the sun, the moon, and every star in the endless sky, that same power lives inside you. The same voice that commanded light to shine in the darkness, that same voice speaks on your behalf. The same hands that shaped mountains and carved out oceans, those same hands are working right now to reshape your circumstances. You are not small. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are connected to the source of all creation. Now I'm going to tell you about some things that are coming your way very soon. First, there's a door that's been locked in your life for a long time. You've tried to open it before, and it wouldn't budge. You knocked, you pushed, you even tried to break it down, but nothing worked. That door represents something you've wanted desperately. Maybe it's financial freedom, maybe it's a healed relationship, maybe it's a dream you thought died. Whatever it is, I want you to know that I'm about to fling that door wide open. And when I open it, you won't have to push anymore. You'll walk through it with ease, almost like you're floating. Second, there's a person who is going to come into your life soon. This person will seem like they showed up randomly, but there's nothing random about it. I'm sending them to you on purpose. They might be someone who offers you a job, or someone who becomes a true friend, or someone who speaks words that heal a deep wound in your heart. When you meet them, you'll feel something shift inside you. You'll sense that this meeting was meant to happen. Trust that feeling, because it's me confirming that I'm connecting you with the right people at the right time. Third, there's money that has your name on it. It's not money you'll have to beg for or fight for. It's going to flow to you like a river flows downhill, naturally and powerfully. Some of it will come from expected places, like the job you're working at now. But most of it will come from directions that will surprise you. An unexpected check in the mail. A forgotten account that suddenly has money in it. A gift from someone who felt moved to bless you. A business idea that suddenly takes off. Get ready, because financial worry is about to become a distant memory. Fourth, your health is about to improve in ways that will make you feel young again. That pain that's been bothering you, it's leaving. That tiredness that weighs you down every morning, it's being replaced with fresh energy. That sickness the doctors couldn't quite figure out, I'm solving it right now in the spiritual realm. And soon your physical body will show the evidence. You're going to wake up one morning feeling different, feeling lighter, feeling stronger, and you'll know that healing has come. Let me pause here for just a moment, because there's something I want you to do. If this message is touching your heart, if you feel hope rising inside you for the first time in a long time, I want you to do something simple but powerful. Please take a second to subscribe to this channel. Why? Because by subscribing, you're telling me that you want to stay connected to these messages of hope, faith, and breakthrough. You're saying that you're ready to hear more truth, receive more encouragement, and walk deeper into the blessed life I have planned for you. Just click that subscribe button and let it be your way of saying, yes, God, I'm ready for more. And after you subscribe, drop the word Amen in the comments to seal your agreement with everything you're hearing today. Now let's continue, because there's so much more I want to tell you. You've been lied to by the enemy of your soul. He's been whispering things to you that simply aren't true. He told you that you're not good enough. Lie. He told you that your best days are behind you. Lee, he told you that you'll never escape the cycle of struggle. Lee, he told you that God has forgotten about you. That's the biggest lie of all. I never forget my children. You're engraved on the palm of my hand. Every morning when the sun rises, I think about you. Every night when the stars come out, I watch over you while you sleep. There hasn't been a single second of your entire life when I wasn't fully aware of exactly where you are and what you're going through. Even in your darkest moments when you felt completely alone, I was there. I was the comfort you couldn't explain. I was the strength that kept you going when you should have collapsed. I was the hope that wouldn't die even when everything else seemed to fall apart. The enemy wants you to believe that your mistakes have disqualified you from receiving my blessings. But here's what he doesn't want you to know. I don't bless people because they're perfect. I bless people because I love them. Your past doesn't scare me. Your failures don't shock me. Your weaknesses don't disappoint me. I knew everything about you before I chose you, and I chose you anyway, not despite your flaws, but knowing them completely and loving you through them and beyond them. Some of you are carrying guilt about things you did years ago. You've asked for forgiveness over and over, but you still can't forgive yourself. Listen carefully to what I'm about to say. When I forgive something, it's not just forgotten for a moment. It's erased from the record permanently. It's like it never happened. The blood of Jesus washed it away completely. So stop punishing yourself for something I've already pardoned. Stop dragging around shame for sins I've already removed. You're trying to carry a burden I've already taken off your shoulders. Let it go, you're free. Freedom is not just a nice idea. It's your actual reality right now. The chains you think are still there, they're already broken. You just haven't realized it yet. It's like someone who was locked in a prison cell for years, and then one day someone unlocks the door and opens it wide. But the person is so used to being locked up that they don't even notice the door is open. They just sit there in the cell even though they're completely free to walk out. That's what many of you are doing. The door is open, the way is clear, but you're still sitting in the cell of fear, doubt and old thinking patterns. I'm calling you out of that cell today. Stand up, walk toward the light, step through that open door. Yes, it feels scary to leave what's familiar, even when what's familiar is painful. But staying in the prison of your past is so much worse than the temporary discomfort of stepping into your future. On the other side of that door is everything you've been praying for. On the other side is the version of you that you were always meant to be. On the other side is peace, joy, abundance, purpose, and fulfillment. You are not walking into the unknown. You're walking into my perfect plan. I've already been to your future, and I'm here to tell you it's beautiful. Yes, there will still be challenges because growth requires resistance, just like muscles grow stronger when they push against weight. But you won't face those challenges alone. I'll be right there with you, and every challenge will only make you more powerful, more wise, and more confident in my ability to carry you through anything. Some of you have been praying for a breakthrough for so long that you've started to lose hope. You've wondered if I'm even listening. You've questioned whether your prayers are getting through. Let me clear this up once and for all. Every prayer you've ever prayed has reached my ears. Not one has been lost or ignored. I've collected them all like precious treasures, and now I'm about to answer them. Not with little trickles of blessing, but with a flood of favor that will overwhelm you in the best possible way. Imagine a farmer who plants seeds and then waits for the harvest. For months, he sees nothing but dirt. It looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, roots are growing, stems are pushing upward, and life is preparing to burst forth. Then one day, seemingly suddenly, green shoots appear everywhere. Within weeks, the field is full of crops. The harvest comes and it's abundant. That farmer's waiting wasn't wasted time. It was necessary time. Your waiting hasn't been wasted either. Underneath the surface of your life, I've been growing something magnificent, and the harvest is about to break through the soil. The timing is not random. There are divine appointments written in the calendar of eternity, and you're approaching one of yours right now. This is a season of suddenly. Things that took years to develop can manifest in a single moment. Doors that were sealed shut can swing open overnight. Hearts that were hardened against you can soften in an instant. Bank accounts that were empty can fill up rapidly. Bodies that were sick can be completely healed in a flash. I am the God of suddenlies, and you're about to experience one. Don't let anyone tell you that you're dreaming too big. The dreams I place in your heart are always bigger than your current reality, because I'm calling you to expand, to stretch, to reach higher. If the dream doesn't scare you a little bit, it's probably not from me. I don't give small, safe, comfortable dreams. I give visions that require faith, that push you to depend on me, that force you to grow into a bigger version of yourself. You might be thinking, but I don't have what it takes to achieve something that big. You're absolutely right. You don't have what it takes. But I do, and I live inside you. My power works perfectly through your weakness. When you feel inadequate, that's actually the perfect position to be in, because then you won't try to do it in your own strength. You'll rely on mine, and when you rely on my strength, nothing is impossible. Look at the people I used throughout history. A shepherd boy with a slingshot defeated a giant warrior. A teenage girl became the mother of the savior of the world. A stuttering man led an entire nation out of slavery. A group of uneducated fishermen turned the world upside down with a message of hope. None of them were qualified by human standards, but they were all chosen by me, filled with my spirit and empowered to do extraordinary things. You're in that same category, unqualified by the world's measure but chosen by heaven's standard. The resources you need will come. The wisdom you lack will be given. The doors you need opened will swing wide. The people you need to meet will cross your path. The favor you need will rest upon you. Everything required for your success is already in motion. You just need to keep walking forward in faith, trusting that I'm arranging everything perfectly behind the scenes. Your enemies, and yes, you do have enemies, both seen and unseen, they're about to be confused and silenced. They've been watching you, waiting for you to fail, preparing to mock you when you fall. But I'm about to elevate you in their sight. I'm going to promote you publicly so that everyone who doubted you will have to acknowledge that my hand is upon your life. This isn't about making you proud or making them feel bad. This is about making it clear that when I choose someone, when I put my favor on someone, no weapon formed against them can ever prosper. Right now, type these words, I trust God. When you type those words, you're not just typing, you're making a declaration. You're speaking into the spiritual atmosphere. You're announcing to every force of darkness that your trust is not in your bank account, not in your job, not in other people, but in the one who holds all power in heaven and on earth. That declaration carries weight. It shifts things. It activates angels. It releases provision. Don't skip past this moment. Type those 3 powerful words, I trust God. Let me talk to you about your purpose, because many of you are still wondering why you're here. You've looked at your life and thought, what's the point of all this? Why did I have to go through so much? What am I supposed to be doing? Here's your answer. You're here to be a light in dark places. You're here to show others that faith works, that I am real, that miracles still happen. You're here to love people who feel unlovable. You're here to speak hope to those drowning in despair. You're here to be proof that I can turn any mess into a message and any test into a testimony. Your pain has purpose. The things that tried to destroy you are actually the things that qualified you to help others who are going through similar struggles. Someone out there needs to hear your story. Someone needs to know that if you made it through, they can make it through too. Your survival is not just for you. It's for everyone who will be inspired by your journey. You're not a victim, you're a victor, and your victory will light the way for countless others who are still fighting battles in the dark. But first, you have to fully receive your own healing. You have to accept that the war is over and you won. Stop replaying the painful memories. Stop rehearsing the hurt. Stop giving energy to things that are dead and gone. Those chapters are closed. New chapters are opening, and they're filled with colors you've never seen before, joy you've never felt before, and peace you've never known before. Turn the page. The best part of your story is just beginning. I know some of you are tired. You're emotionally exhausted, mentally drained, and physically worn out. You've been strong for so long that you don't even know how to rest anymore. I'm giving you permission right now to lay down your weapons and rest in my presence. You don't have to fight every battle. You don't have to solve every problem. You don't have to carry every burden. Give them to me. Let me be strong while you rest. Let me fight while you sleep. Let me work while you simply trust. Rest is not laziness. Rest is wisdom. Even the land needs to rest to stay fertile. Even the strongest warriors need to recover between battles. Your body needs sleep. Your mind needs peace. Your soul needs stillness. Don't feel guilty about taking time to breathe, to be quiet, to do nothing but simply be in my presence. Some of my greatest work happens when you finally stop trying so hard and just let me be God. In the stillness, you'll hear my voice more clearly. In the quiet, you'll feel my peace more deeply. In the rest, you'll discover strength you didn't know you had. This strength doesn't come from pumping yourself up or pushing yourself harder. It comes from being connected to the source of all power. It comes from abiding in me like a branch abides in a vine, drawing life and nourishment from something greater than itself. You are that branch and I am the vine. Apart from me, you can do nothing lasting, but connected to me, you can bear fruit that feeds multitudes. Connected to me, you can weather any storm. Connected to me, you can flourish even in the desert. Stay close, stay attached, stay rooted. Everything you need flows from that connection. Now I want to address something that many of you struggle with: comparison. You look at other people's lives, especially on social media, and you feel like you're falling behind. They seem to have it all together. They look happy, successful, and blessed. Meanwhile, you're struggling to make ends meet, fighting battles no one sees, and wondering why your breakthrough is taking so long. Stop comparing. Their journey is not your journey. Their timeline is not your timeline. Their blessings are not your blessings. I have custom designed a unique path for you. What I'm building in your life is specific to you, shaped for your personality, fitted to your gifts, and timed according to my perfect wisdom. If I gave you someone else's blessing before you were ready, it would crush you instead of elevate you. If I opened doors for you before you were mature enough, you'd walk through them unprepared and get hurt. I'm not holding back blessings to punish you. I'm pacing them perfectly to prepare you. Trust my timing, it's always right. When the blessing arrives, you'll be ready. When the door opens, you'll be prepared. When the promotion comes, you'll be able to handle it. Everything is happening on schedule. Heaven's schedule, not Earth's schedule. Heaven operates in Kairos time, which means the right time, the appointed time, the perfect time. Human clocks and calendars can't measure it. You just have to trust it. The delay you're experiencing is not a denial. It's a setup for something greater than you originally asked for. I'm not just giving you what you prayed for. I'm giving you what you actually need, which is often better and bigger than what you thought you wanted. Sometimes you ask for a stream, and I'm preparing an ocean. Sometimes you ask for a house, and I'm building you a mansion. Sometimes you ask for a job, and I'm positioning you to own the company. Don't limit my power by the size of your prayers. I can do exceedingly, abundantly above all you ask or think. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. Let your hope be louder than your doubt. Let your trust be stronger than your worry. Feed your faith and starve your fear. How do you feed faith? By filling your mind with my promises, by speaking my word over your situation, by remembering what I've already done for you, by looking at testimonies of others I've helped, by spending time in my presence. Faith grows when it's nurtured, just like a plant grows when it's watered and given sunlight. Your words have creative power. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. What you consistently say about yourself and your situation is what you'll eventually see manifest. If you keep saying, "I'm broke, I'm sick, I'm cursed, nothing good ever happens to me," then you're actually creating that reality with your words. But if you start declaring, "I'm blessed, I'm healthy, I'm favored, good things are coming to me," you're setting a different course. Your words are like seeds. Plant good seeds, and you'll harvest good fruit. Stop speaking defeat and start speaking victory. Stop calling yourself what the enemy called you and start calling yourself what I call you. You are chosen. You are loved. You are valuable. You are powerful. You are blessed. You are healed. You are free. You are prosperous. You are protected. You are mine. Say it out loud until you believe it deep in your soul. Some of you are dealing with relationships that have caused you deep pain. Maybe a parent abandoned you. Maybe a spouse betrayed you. Maybe a friend turned against you. Maybe someone you trusted used you. The wound is still fresh and you don't know how to move forward. I want you to know that I'm close to the brokenhearted. I'm not distant or uncaring. I'm right there in the pain with you, and I'm beginning to heal you from the inside out. Forgiveness is not saying what they did was okay. Forgiveness is releasing them from the debt they owe you so that you can be free. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only hurts you. When you forgive, you're not doing them a favor. You're doing yourself a favor. You're cutting the rope that ties you to that painful moment. You're choosing freedom over bitterness, and I will help you do it. I'll give you the strength to forgive even when it feels impossible. As you release them, I'll release you. As you bless those who cursed you, I'll pour blessings on you. As you let go of revenge, I'll fight your battles for you. Vengeance belongs to me. I will repay. You don't have to get even. You don't have to make them pay. You don't have to prove anything. Just trust me to be your defender, your vindicator, and your justice. I'll handle it better than you ever could. Your heart will heal. The scars will fade. The pain will transform into wisdom. You'll look back one day and realize that what almost broke you actually made you. The betrayal positioned you for a promotion. The loss created space for something better. The ending was actually a new beginning in disguise. I waste nothing. I use everything, even the painful things, to work together for your good. My child, there are doors unlocking, chains breaking, and blessings being wrapped up with your name written on them in letters of light. This isn't just nice words to make you feel good. This is the actual truth of what's taking place in the spiritual realm while you read these words. You've been walking through fog for so long that you forgot what clear skies look like. You've been carrying weights on your back for so many years that you thought they were just part of who you are. But I'm here to tell you something that will change everything. Those weights were never yours to carry. That fog was never meant to be your permanent view. And today, right now, I'm lifting both of them off your life. Think about a little bird that's been living in a cage since it was born. That bird doesn't even know what flying feels like. It sees the sky through the bars, but it's never stretched its wings in the open air. Then one day, someone opens the cage door wide. At first, the bird doesn't move because it's so used to the cage that freedom feels scary and unfamiliar. But once it takes that first leap and feels the wind under its wings, everything changes. That bird realizes it was made for so much more than living behind bars. You are that bird, my precious child, and I just opened the cage door. It's time to fly. The struggles you've been facing aren't random accidents or bad luck. They were actually training sessions. Every difficult moment was teaching you something important. Every painful experience was building muscles in your spirit that you're going to need for where I'm taking you next. You couldn't see it while you were in the middle of the storm, but now as you look back, you'll start to understand. The betrayal taught you discernment. The loss taught you what truly matters. The waiting taught you patience. The darkness taught you to recognize light. Nothing was wasted. Not a single tear, not one sleepless night, not even the moments when you felt like giving up. I collected every tear in a bottle, and now I'm turning that bottle of sorrow into a fountain of joy. The mathematics of heaven work differently than earth's mathematics. On earth, when you subtract something, you have less. But in heaven, when something is taken from you, I multiply what I give back. You lost one thing, but I'm returning 10 things. You gave up something small, but I'm handing you something enormous. Let me tell you about the table I'm setting for you right now. Imagine the most beautiful feast you've ever seen. There's a long table covered with a clean white cloth, and on that table is every good thing you could possibly need. There's food that satisfies your hunger, water that quenches your thirst, medicine that heals your pain, and treasures that fulfill your dreams. Now here's the amazing part. I'm setting this table right in front of people who said you'd never make it. The ones who laughed at your dreams are going to watch you eat at my table. The ones who said you weren't good enough are going to see me honor you publicly. But this isn't about making them feel bad or proving them wrong. This is about showing the whole world what happens when someone trusts me completely. This is about demonstrating that my promises are real and my power still works today, just like it did thousands of years ago. You're going to become a living example, and your life will preach a sermon louder than any words could ever speak. I know you're tired of fighting. I see how exhausted you are from trying to keep everything together. You've been the strong one for everyone else while you were crumbling on the inside. You've smiled in public while crying in private. You've encouraged others while your own heart was breaking. But I'm telling you today that the season of constantly fighting is coming to an end. You're entering a time of rest, and not just physical rest. I'm talking about deep rest that touches your mind, your emotions, and your soul. There's a difference between sleeping and resting. You can sleep 8 hours and still wake up exhausted because your mind never stopped worrying. But true rest, the kind I give, is when your whole being relaxes because you know someone bigger and stronger is handling everything. It's when you can close your eyes and actually sleep peacefully because you're not trying to control outcomes anymore. It's when you can go through your day without that constant knot of anxiety in your stomach because you trust that I've got everything under control. I'm giving you that rest now. Feel it starting to settle over you like a warm blanket. That tightness in your chest is loosening. That constant worry in your mind is quieting down. That heaviness you've carried is lifting. Breathe deeply and feel the peace flowing into spaces where fear used to live. This isn't temporary relief. This is lasting peace that becomes your new normal. Now I want to talk to you about something really important. You've been looking at your problems like they're giants that are too big to defeat. But I need you to change your perspective. Those problems aren't giants. Compared to my power, they're like tiny ants. An ant might seem big when it's crawling on your hand, but step back and look at how small it really is. That's how your problems look from heaven's viewpoint. What seems impossible to you is incredibly easy for me. The sickness that doctors can't cure, I can heal it with a word. The debt that seems like a mountain, I can remove it in a moment. The broken relationship that appears beyond repair, I can restore it completely. The door that's been locked for years, I can open it with one breath. Nothing is too hard for me, absolutely nothing. And because you belong to me, because my spirit lives inside you, that means nothing is too hard for you either. You need to start seeing yourself the way I see you. When I look at you, I don't see your failures or your weaknesses. I see my child who is filled with unlimited potential. I see a warrior who has survived battles that would have destroyed others. I see a victor who is still standing even after everything they've been through. I see someone who is about to step into the greatest chapter of their entire life. Stop focusing on what you don't have and start celebrating what you do have. You have breath in your lungs, which means your story isn't over. You have a mind that can think, which means you can make new choices. You have a heart that still beats, which means you can still love and be loved. You have faith, even if it's tiny, and I can work with the smallest amount of faith. Remember what I said about faith the size of a mustard seed. That tiny seed can move mountains. Your faith might feel small, but in my hands, it becomes powerful enough to change everything. Before we go any further, I want you to do something that will connect you to more messages like this one. If these words are touching your heart and filling you with hope, then please subscribe to this channel right now. When you click that subscribe button, you're doing more than just following a channel. You're making a commitment to keep feeding your faith, to keep filling your mind with truth, and to keep your spirit encouraged. After you subscribe, type the word Amen in the comments section. Let that be your agreement with everything you're hearing today. Let it be your way of saying, yes, God, I receive this. Yes, I believe this. Yes, I'm ready for everything you have for me. Go ahead and do that now, and then come right back because there's so much more I need to tell you. Now let's talk about the people who hurt you. The ones who betrayed you, used you, lied about you, or abandoned you when you needed them most. Those painful experiences left deep wounds in your heart, and some of those wounds are still bleeding even though they happened a long time ago. Every time you remember what they did, it hurts all over again, like reopening a cut that was trying to heal. But I'm going to teach you something that will set you free from that pain forever. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks your prison. When someone hurts you and you hold on to that anger, it's like you're drinking poison and expecting them to get sick. It doesn't hurt them at all. It only hurts you. That bitterness becomes a chain around your ankle, and every day you carry it around, it gets heavier. But when you forgive them, you're not saying what they did was okay. You're not pretending it didn't hurt. You're simply cutting the chain so you can walk free. Here's the beautiful part. When you forgive the people who hurt you, I step in and fight your battles for you. You don't have to get revenge. You don't have to make them pay. You don't have to prove anything. I become your defender, and I handle it in ways that are far better than anything you could do yourself. Justice belongs to me, and I will make sure everything is made right. Your only job is to release them and walk away in freedom. I know forgiveness feels impossible sometimes, when the wound is deep, when the betrayal was severe, when the pain still feels fresh. Forgiving seems like too much to ask. But I'm not asking you to do it in your own strength. I'll give you the power to forgive. I'll help you let go. I'll heal your heart as you make the choice to release them. It won't happen all at once. Healing is a process like layers of an onion being peeled away one at a time. But with each layer, you'll feel lighter and freer. And here's something else you need to know. The people who walked away from your life didn't abandon you. I removed them because they were blocking your blessings. Sometimes people overstay their season in your life. They were supposed to be there for a chapter, but they tried to stay for the whole book. So I gently move them aside to make room for the right people, the ones who will celebrate you, support you, encourage you, and walk with you into your destiny. You're going to meet new people soon, people who feel different from anyone you've known before. When you talk to them, you'll feel understood instead of judged. When you share your dreams with them, they'll get excited instead of discouraging you. When you're going through hard times, they'll stand with you instead of disappearing. These are the people I'm sending to you, hand-picked by heaven, assigned to your life, positioned to help you become everything you're meant to be. But while you're waiting for those new people to arrive, don't feel lonely. I am with you every single second. There is never a moment when you're alone, even when it feels like it. I'm closer to you than your own breath. I'm more aware of you than you are of yourself. I see things about you that you don't even see. I know the words you're going to say before they leave your mouth. I understand your thoughts before you finish thinking them. And I love you with a love so deep and wide and high that you couldn't measure it even if you tried. This love I have for you isn't based on your performance. It doesn't go up when you do good things and go down when you make mistakes. It's constant, steady, unchanging, and eternal. You can't earn it because it's already yours. You can't lose it because nothing can separate you from it. You can't make me love you more by being perfect, and you can't make me love you less by messing up. My love for you is complete, total, and unconditional. Let that truth sink deep into your heart. You are loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are loved on your best days and your worst days. You are loved when you're strong and when you're weak. You are loved when you're full of faith and when you're drowning in doubt. You are loved when you're successful and when you're struggling. You are loved, period. End of story. No conditions, no requirements, no performance needed. Now I want to show you something about your future. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine standing at the edge of a beautiful garden. The garden is full of colorful flowers, fruit trees heavy with ripe fruit, and a clear stream running through the middle. The sun is shining but not too hot, and there's a gentle breeze that carries the sweet smell of flowers. Everything is peaceful, beautiful, and perfect. That garden represents the life I have planned for you. It's not far away. It's right in front of you. You're standing at the entrance right now. For years you've been standing outside looking at that garden through a fence, thinking it was for everyone else but not for you. You convinced yourself that you weren't good enough, clean enough, or worthy enough to enter. But I'm telling you today that I built that garden specifically for you. Your name is on the gate, the key is in your hand. All you have to do is unlock it and walk in. What's been stopping you? Fear, doubt, shame, guilt, unworthiness. Those are all lies designed to keep you standing outside the good life I created for you. But I'm breaking those lies right now with the hammer of truth. You are worthy because I made you. You are clean because I washed you. You are good enough because I chose you. Walk through that gate with your head held high and receive everything I've prepared. Inside that garden, there's healing for your body. Whatever sickness or pain you're dealing with, there's a cure waiting for you. I'm not limited by medical science or doctors' reports. I created your body, and I know exactly how to fix whatever is broken. That chronic pain that's been bothering you for years, it's leaving. That disease that seemed incurable, it's being healed right now. That weakness you've felt in your body, it's being replaced with strength and energy. Receive your healing, it's yours. Inside that garden, there's peace for your mind. All the racing thoughts, the constant worries, the anxiety that keeps you up at night, it all stops at the garden gate. When you enter, you'll find mental clarity like you've never known before. Decisions that seemed impossible to make will become clear and obvious. Confusion will turn into understanding. Chaos will transform into order. Your mind will become a calm, peaceful place where you can think clearly and make wise choices. Inside that garden, there's joy for your heart. Real joy, not the fake happiness that depends on circumstances. I'm talking about deep, bubbling, overflowing joy that comes from knowing you're loved, you're protected, and you're heading somewhere wonderful. This joy will make you smile for no reason. It'll make you laugh when you used to cry. It'll make you sing when you used to sigh. It'll fill you up so much that it spills over onto everyone around you. Inside that garden, there's prosperity for your finances. I'm not just talking about having enough to get by. I'm talking about overflow, abundance, more than enough. The bills that have been piling up, they'll be paid. The debt that's been hanging over your head, it'll be cleared. The financial pressure that's been crushing you, it'll be lifted. Money will flow to you from expected places and unexpected places. Doors of opportunity will open. Ideas will come to your mind. Favor will rest on everything you touch. But here's what you need to understand. The garden isn't just about getting things. It's about becoming someone new. See, I could give you everything you're asking for right now, today, this very moment. But if I did that, it wouldn't last because you're not ready to handle it yet. Money given to someone who hasn't learned wisdom with money will disappear quickly. Health given to someone who hasn't learned to value it will be taken for granted. Success given to someone who hasn't developed character will lead to pride and destruction. So while I'm preparing your blessings, I'm also preparing you for your blessings. I'm teaching you wisdom so you'll know what to do with the money. I'm building character so you'll stay humble when success comes. I'm developing patience so you won't waste the opportunities. I'm strengthening your faith so you won't doubt when miracles show up. I'm shaping you into the person who can receive what I want to give and keep it, multiply it, and use it to bless others. This process of becoming isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it feels like you're being squeezed, pressed, stretched, and pushed beyond what you think you can handle. But that pressure is necessary. Think about how diamonds are formed. They start as ordinary carbon, nothing special. But when that carbon is placed under extreme pressure and heat deep in the earth, over time it transforms into a diamond, one of the hardest and most valuable substances on the planet. The pressure didn't destroy it. The pressure transformed it into something precious. That's what I'm doing in your life right now. The pressure you've been feeling isn't meant to crush you. It's meant to transform you into something rare and valuable. Every squeeze is making you stronger. Every uncomfortable stretch is expanding your capacity. Every moment of heat is burning away impurities. You're becoming a diamond, my child. And when the process is complete, you're going to shine so bright that everyone will see and know that my hand has been upon you. Don't despise the process. Don't wish away the waiting. Don't try to skip the preparation. Every single day of this journey matters. Even the days that feel meaningless or wasted, they're not. I'm working in ways you can't see, arranging things you don't know about, moving pieces on a chessboard that's bigger than your view. Trust the process. Trust my timing. Trust that I know exactly what I'm doing. You've heard the saying that good things come to those who wait. But let me tell you the real truth. Great things come to those who wait with faith. There's a big difference between waiting and waiting with faith. Regular waiting is passive, frustrated, and full of doubt. You're just sitting there hoping something might happen someday. But waiting with faith is active, expectant, and confident. You know something is coming, you can feel it getting closer. You're preparing yourself to receive it. You're thanking me for it before it even arrives. That's the kind of waiting I want from you. Not the grumpy, impatient kind where you're constantly asking, when, but the joyful, confident kind where you're saying, I don't know when, but I know it's coming. and I'm getting ready. Start living like someone who knows their breakthrough is on the way. Start talking like someone who believes their miracle is already in motion. Start acting like someone who understands that the waiting is almost over. Because I'm telling you right now, things are about to speed up. What's been moving slowly is about to accelerate. What's been delayed is about to be delivered. What's been stuck is about to break loose. You're entering a season of suddenly, where things happen faster than you can process. One day you're struggling, the next day you're celebrating. One moment you're in the valley, the next moment you're on the mountaintop. Get ready because the shift is coming. I'm going to surprise you with blessings you never asked for. I'm going to delight you with gifts you never expected. I'm going to amaze you with miracles you never imagined. You thought the best I could do was give you what you prayed for, but I'm about to exceed your prayers, surpass your expectations, and blow your mind with my generosity. I don't do things halfway. When I bless abundantly. When I give generously. When I move powerfully. You're going to look back on this moment someday and realize it was a turning point. You'll see that everything started to change from right here, right now, as you read these words. This wasn't a random moment. This was a divine appointment. This was the day heaven touched earth in your life. This was the moment when hope was rekindled, faith was restored, and destiny was activated. Everything you've been through has led you to this exact place. All the pain, all the struggle, all the tears, they were preparing you for this breakthrough. You couldn't see it while you were in it, but now as you look back, you'll see how every piece fit together perfectly. The rejection positioned you for the right connection. The failure taught you what you needed to know for success. The delay protected you from something that would have harmed you. The closed door redirected you to a better door. It all had meaning, it all had purpose. None of it was wasted, and now you're standing on the edge of something incredible. You're about to cross over from one season into another. Behind you is the wilderness, the desert, the dry place where you wandered and wondered if you'd ever find your way. But ahead of you is the promised land, the place flowing with milk and honey, the territory I've been preparing for you since before you were born. Your feet are about to step on soil that has your name written on it. Your hands are about to touch blessings that were custom made for you. Your eyes are about to see things you've only dreamed about. Are you ready? Are you truly ready? Because this isn't just about receiving blessings. This is about stepping into responsibility. This is about becoming who you were created to be. This is about fulfilling the purpose I planted in you before you took your first breath. You're not just getting blessed so you can be comfortable. You're getting blessed so you can be a blessing. You're not just receiving so you can hoard. You're receiving so you can give. You're not just being lifted so you can relax. You're being lifted so you can reach down and pull others up. The moment you understand this, everything changes. You stop seeing blessings as the end goal and start seeing them as tools to accomplish something greater. The money isn't just for you to enjoy. It's for you to use to help people who are where you used to be. The healing isn't just for your comfort. It's so you can encourage others who are still sick. The breakthrough isn't just your victory. It's evidence that will inspire someone else to keep believing. Your life is a message. Your story is a sermon. Your testimony is a weapon that destroys doubt in other people's hearts. When they see what I did for you, they'll believe I can do it for them too. When they hear how I brought you through, they'll have hope that they can make it through their situation. When they witness the transformation in your life, they'll know that change is possible for them as well. This is why I'm blessing you publicly instead of privately. This is why your turnaround will be visible to people who knew your struggle. This is why your elevation will happen where your enemies can see it. Not to make you proud, not to make them jealous, but to prove that I am real, I am powerful, and I am still in the business of changing lives, healing hearts, and working miracles. Walk into this next season with humility and gratitude. Remember where you came from. Remember who brought you through. Remember that every good thing in your life is a gift from my hand. Don't let success make you forget. Don't let blessings make you proud. Don't let prosperity make you self-sufficient. Stay close to me. Stay humble before me. Stay dependent on me. That's how you maintain what I give you. That's how you multiply what I bless you with. That's how you ensure that the blessing doesn't become a burden. I've seen too many people receive their blessing and then drift away from me. They prayed desperately when they were in trouble, but once the trouble was over, they forgot to pray. They sought my face when they were in need, but once the need was met, they stopped seeking. They cried out for help when they were desperate, but once the help arrived, they stopped crying out. Don't be like that. Stay close to me in the good times just like you did in the hard times. Actually, stay even closer because the good times can be more dangerous than the hard times if you're not careful. Success can make you think you don't need me anymore. Prosperity can make you trust in money instead of trusting in me. Healing can make you forget who healed you. Promotion can make you think you earned it by yourself. Guard your heart against these subtle shifts. Keep me first. Keep me central. Keep me as your source, your foundation, and your everything. When you do that, the blessings I give you will last, multiply, and become generational. Speaking of generational, let's talk about your family line. The struggles that have plagued your family for generations are ending with you. The patterns of poverty, sickness, addiction, divorce, and failure that seem to pass from parent to child, they stop right here, right now with you. You are the generation breaker. You are the chain destroyer. You are the one I've chosen to say, enough is enough. This curse goes no further. Your children and your children's children will not struggle the way you struggled. They won't have to fight the battles you fought. They won't carry the burdens you carried, because you stood in the gap, because you said yes to me, because you allowed me to do a deep work in you, breaking generational chains and establishing generational blessings. The legacy you're leaving behind won't be pain and struggle, it'll be faith, victory, and abundance. Think about what that means. Your grandchildren will grow up hearing stories about how you trusted me even when everything looked hopeless. They'll be told about the day everything changed, the moment when heaven broke through and miracles started happening. They'll learn that the reason they have what they have is because their grandmother or grandfather refused to give up, refused to quit, and refused to stop believing. Your story will be their inheritance. But you don't have to wait for future generations to see the fruit. You're going to enjoy it yourself. You're going to live long enough to see your children walking in blessing. You're going to be around to watch your grandchildren grow up in peace and prosperity. You're going to personally experience the goodness of my promises fulfilled in your lifetime. This isn't just about setting up the future. This is about enjoying the present. So lift your head up high, square your shoulders, stand tall. You are not a victim. You are a victor. You are not defeated. You are more than a conqueror. You are not weak. You are strong in me. You are not poor. You are rich in faith. You are not sick. You are healed by my stripes. You are not cursed. You are blessed coming in and blessed going out. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary, set apart, chosen, and anointed for such a time as this. Every morning when you wake up, I want you to say these things out loud. Speak them to yourself in the mirror. Declare them over your day. Your words have power, and what you say about yourself matters more than what anyone else says. Stop agreeing with negative voices and start agreeing with my voice. I say you're blessed, so say you're blessed. I say you're healed, so say you're healed. I say you're victorious, so say you're victorious. As we come to the end of this message, I want to leave you with one final truth that will carry you through every day ahead. You are mine, and I am yours. Nothing can separate us. Nothing can break this bond. Not your past, not your mistakes, not your doubts, not your fears, not other people's opinions, not spiritual attacks, not difficult circumstances, not anything in this world or the next. We are connected forever, and that connection is the source of everything good in your life. Stay connected to me like a branch stays connected to a tree. Draw your life from me. Pull your strength from me. Get your wisdom from me. Receive your peace from me. Everything you need flows from this connection. Guard it, protect it, nurture it. Spend time with me every single day. Talk to me like you'd talk to your closest friend. Listen for my voice in the quiet moments. Look for my hand in every circumstance. Feel my presence in every situation. I am not a distant God sitting far away in heaven, unconcerned with your daily life. I am right here with you, involved in every detail, aware of every need, and working constantly on your behalf. When you wake up, I'm already awake thinking about you. When you go to sleep, I stay awake watching over you. When you're happy, I celebrate with you. When you're hurting, I hurt with you. When you're afraid, I comfort you. When you're confused, I guide you. I am with you always until the end of time and beyond. So walk forward into your future with absolute confidence. You are not walking alone. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are not walking into danger. You are walking hand in hand with me into a destiny that is beautiful, purposeful, and filled with more goodness than you can possibly imagine. The best days of your life are not behind you. They are ahead of you, and they start right now, today, this very moment. This is your time. This is your season. This is your breakthrough. Receive it with open arms, celebrate it with a grateful heart, and walk into it with unshakable faith. You are blessed beyond measure, loved beyond words, and destined for greatness beyond your wildest dreams. Now go forward and live like the beloved child of the Most High God that you truly are. Your miracle is here, your healing is now, and your victory is certain. Amen and amen.